Welcome back to London. My name's Beast, and today we're back with Fureraba, friend to lover. I just got out of the shower. It's oddly hot. I'm gonna turn on the fan. Also, I need something to drink real quick. So anyways, there's not really anything to say, except that this game fucking hates my sense of, my name sense, since I can't fucking call these parts anything good. Anyways, God, that was so much work today, I'm beat. After getting through with my usual part-time job by the station, I head straight home with no stops along the way like I always do. Seriously not gonna do a thing when I get back, I need some relaxation. Drag my feet on the ground like a zombie. Senpai and I were married. Maybe when I got back home, I'd get the infamous welcome home, dear. What do you think you want first? A bath? I don't know, maybe me? A wink? She's gonna be at his house, isn't she? My excitement would sure be a hell of a lot higher if I had that waiting for me. But we still have yet to reach that point. I can't wait to grow up. After finally making it to our apartment, I sluggishly opened the door. What's this? I see a lot of shoes in the entrance, and I also hear laughter from the living room. Hold on. I'm home! You have someone over, Mom! A shout in the direction of the living room. Huh? Senpai? Yeah, thanks! For some reason, Senpai chose over from the living room to greet me. Yeah, a little. Wait, why is she here? Did my fantasy from earlier actually end up bending reality? This is my house, right? This isn't our shared apartment, is it? Am I dreaming? No way. It can't be. Well, anyway, I first need to get this out of the way. Senpai? No! There are other people here! There are other people here! Could you please say this little thing for me? Repeat after me. Welcome home, dear. What do we want first? A bath, a dinner, or maybe me? She blushed more than I thought she would. But being the type that can't say no to me, she eventually gives a small affirmative nod. You, Senpai! The only choice is you! You! I don't know whether it's because she's happy or just plain embarrassed, but she's looking directly downward, not moving her head an inch. What, dinner? Oh, okay. That she trots back to the living room in a light run. Without thinking, I end up doing the cliche thing and pinch my cheeks. Yeah, no dream here. Oh wait, of course it's not. This is reality, damn it. I guess I'll just go to the living room for now. I'm back. Huh? Senpai's mom's here too. What? More importantly, how? Why is she having tea with my mom? And what's more, Senpai's legit cooking over in the kitchen. What am I looking at? Can you blame me? Who just walks home one day to find their girlfriend cooking in your kitchen and her mom merrily chatting away with your own mom? She chuckles after saying that. She appears to be in a much greater mood than usual. If anything, I'm the one who owes Senpai. She does so much for me. No, I really mean it. I guess. I'm well aware of that, but it's a little embarrassing having your own mom say that to you. Just what did Senpai tell her? threw a glimpse in her direction. For a split second, their eyes meet. But the very next moment, her face flushes red and she moves her eyes back to her hands. What the shit did they talk about? Mom, playing spectator to this whole ordeal, has a cheeky grin on her face, but I'm going to ignore that.
そうそう。この前うちの子ったら彼の枕なんか抱えて帰ってきたんですよ。
What?
あらあら、まあまあ。夜こっそり寝てるところを覗きに行ったら、その枕抱きしめて顔までうずめて寝ちゃってるんですから。あら、かわいいじゃない。愛されてるわね。ほんと。
Is he aware of her taking his pillow? Did we find out about that in a sexy, but they just kind of glossed it over? That's interesting. I was kind of wondering what she did with that thing, so I guess I'm glad it's being put to good use.
息苦しくないのかしらって枕を取ろうとしたら絶対離さないの。寝ぼけながら嫌だなんて言ってましたし。
Senpai, you really love my pillow. Oh, Senpai's breath red. Somehow now the embarrassment is spreading to me too.
もうほんと。
Fucking feet hurt.
仮に子供ができたら、うちの八百屋を継いでもらうことになるから気をつけてね。
What? Where'd that come from?
あら、いい働き口が見つかってよかったじゃない。私は反対しないわよ。
Mom! Stop laughing, damn it!
とりあえずあんたも座ったら。適当に飲み物でも取ってきて。
It naturally would be a little odd for me to keep standing around as they talked, so I decided to go ahead and sit down. Aye. But I gotta admit, having both her and her and her mom over at the house is a new and refreshing situation. It's kinda nice. I guess this is one of many new things I get to experience now that I got a girlfriend. I used to think that a girlfriend's parents would always be distrusting and unfriendly towards the boyfriend at first, but after meeting hers, I found out just how wrong that stereotype is.
うちの子だってデートが楽しみでうちの中うろうろしてたんだから。まあ、ってことはうちに来た時は落ち着いてるように見えて、やっぱり舞い上がってたりしたのかしら。
Now that I see how nonchalant they are about our relationship, I feel almost stupid for ever believing that BS. And without even realizing it, I break into a smile.
笑ってる。
It's just gonna happen, watching our two moms chat it up. Senpai smiles as well. Actually, come to think of it, maybe Senpai felt those same fears. I was only thinking about my side of the coin, but unexpectedly enough, maybe Senpai was worried about my mom liking her? If I find a good opportunity, I think I'll ask her about that. Oh right, thanks for treating it with such care. A pillow. Her face is so red I almost expect to hear the sound of a boiling tea kettle. Man, is she adorable or what? Hold on. Aromatherapy? Well, is that what she's gonna say? She's probably not gonna say it, but we all know that's what it is. She seems pretty embarrassed. I guess I'll go ahead and rescue her. Hugging something makes you sleep better at night, doesn't it? With that curt reply, she returns to the cooking. And with that being said, it looks like she's pretty much done with everything. Sure smells great. She's been working on dinner all throughout our conversations, yet she's still moving around bustlingly, hard at work, putting food on plates, making salads, among other things. Can you not help out at all, dear mothers? I'm getting a lot of messages right now, I don't know why. Also, one message literally just said Angel with big titties, now I remember. Because I was mentioning something about Ikaros from Soro no Otoshimono. But just the no context of just Angel with big titties, got it, I remember. Just kills me. Would you like me to help you with something?
大丈夫。もうサラダだけ。
So, like I thought, the rest is already ready. I accept that there's nothing for me to do and just stand back and watch you put the food on plates. It looks absolutely delectable.
ご飯できた。
A dinner of various dishes, all centered around vegetables, is spread out before here. Ooh, Senpai made dinner. It looks so good! Can't Okay, I don't know. Help you carry the food over to the dining table.
ありがとう。
The wonderful smell of the food pervades throughout the room.
あら、すごくいい匂い。あの子の料理は本当に美味しいわよ。特に野菜料理は小さい頃から作ってるから文句なし。
Perfect she is. The food both looks and smells super delicious.
私、料理の味にはうるさいわよ。
A mischievous laugh forms on my mom's face. As conversation goes on, the dinner table becomes more and more filled with dishes. Cucumber salad, fried eggplants with cabbage, cherry tomatoes with dressing, every vegetable dish you can imagine, and she made them all by herself. God damn. I sit down after the food is all out, and Senpai takes a seat next to me.
それじゃ、いただきます。いただきます。いただきます。
Bon appetit. Alright, let's start with the fried eggplants with cabbage. Here goes the first bite. Munch, munch, munch. It's so good!
これは美味しいわ。あら、いつもより美味しい気がするわ。
Senpai blushes and smiles happily. Let's have a taste of that cucumber salad next. Here we go. Whoa! This is just great! It's freaking delicious! Super delicious! Smack out my lips eating these mouth-watering dishes. Never thought just eating food could feel so blissful. All the exhaustion from work is gone in not even a second. But actually, it's like my exhaustion has reversed to the point where it doesn't even feel like I went to work today.
あんた、絶対美咲ちゃんと結婚しなさい。こんな料理上手なお嫁さんもらえたら、それだけであんた勝ち組よ。あらあら赤くなっちゃって。よかったわね、美咲。もらい手が見つかって。
Senpai's mom smiles while teasing her. I don't know why, but I just noticed it and now it bothers me. Like, I don't know what to call it. Like, like that here, like this one, on this side, and on that side. Why is it cut there? Like, it oddly annoys me now that I noticed it. Also, I don't know why sometimes after a shower, there's just literally a gap in my beard here. Senpai's mom smiles while teasing her. She seems delighted about it despite her embarrassment, and that makes me kinda happy.
このマリネなんかお酒に合いそうね。ちょっとごめんなさいね。
Excuse me for a second. My mom suddenly stands up, apparently she's thinking of something. She then goes to the kitchen and opens the fridge, rummages around through it, and returns with a bottle of wine and 2 glasses. Mother dearest, are you really doing this? Are you really doing this?
お酒大丈夫？それなりには。
She looks a little excited for an occasional drinker.
なら、美味しい料理には美味しいお酒よね。
Thus our two moms began their drinking. Oh no. 1 hour later. Both of them are now dead-ass drunk. I knew I shouldn't have let this happen. Regrets start to wash over me, even though it's far too late. I now see my grave mistake.
それで？あなたたち、いつ結婚するのよ？
This is the 5th time you've asked me this. I don't know why you expect an answer.
いいじゃん、教えてくれたって。母ちゃんたちにも心の準備ってのが必要なのよ。大事な美咲がお嫁さんに。考えただけで寂しいわ。
Senpai looks happy.
っていうか、そもそもあんたはどこまで本気で付き合ってるの？
How do you want me to answer
美
that?
咲と遊びだったの？
No, I never said...
許さない。許さないわよ。
But please don't look at me like that! You're seriously scaring me here!
遊び？
It's probably not what you're thinking, Senpai.
あんた、こんな可愛い子をもてあそんだとか言ったら母ちゃんも承知しないからね。
Please, Mom, put the bottle opener down. What are you even gonna do with that?
突き刺す。
What kind of mother stabs her own child?
そもそもあんたは美咲ちゃんのどこを好きになったのよ。
ああ、それは私も聞いてみたい。
It just starts rattling off as she just slowly but surely turns into a tomato. Well, that's your personality, and I guess a lot of other things too, really. I throw a glimpse towards Senpai to see that she's slightly blushing. I bet that I am too. My body feels really hot. I also just enjoy being with her in general. She makes me feel relaxed.
あらあら、もうのろけてくれちゃってこの子ったら。
愛されてるわね、美咲。
熱い熱い。冷房強くしようかしら。
She then goes and actually does just that. Senpai's mom, on the other hand, well, she's moved on from wine to beer now. Oh no. My mom joins her and pours a glass. Look, I think it's about time you...
あ、そうだ。あんたたちもうエッチは済ませたの？ちょっとちょっと、その反応は済ませたのね。
Adorning our mom's faces, our smiles are more jovial than jovial can be.
どこで済ませたのかしら。
Please let me talk here! Like, I never even said we did so! Why are you already jumping to conclusions beside what kind of parent just casually asks their kids this crap?
どっちから誘ったの？どうせあんたでしょ。
What? Stupid questions? Listen to your own self! Do you expect me to answer that?
なに照れてんのよ。
ちょっとくらい教えてくれてもいいじゃない。ね、
ね
Whoops,
え。
fuck. This door getting way too close. To be honest, I'm not sure how much longer I can put up responding to this crap. It's so damn stress-inducing being bombarded with these damned questions I can't answer. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. Phew, dinner was great. Hey, Senpai, wanna go to my room? I take Senpai by the hand and get up.
あら、いなくなっちゃうの？
エッチなことは聞こえないようにしなさいよ。
Why, Mom? Why?I'm beat. I've had such a wonderful time at the start of dinner, only for it to be completely and utterly ruined. It just feels like I've been hit from all directions by this massive wave of exhaustion.
ごめんね。
She apologized to me and with such an ashamed face, so I frantically waved my hands back and forth to tell her it's alright. You did nothing wrong, Senpai. Actually, I ought to apologize for the embarrassment my mom put you through. She shakes her head too. Whew. Anyhow, we managed to both escape further questioning from our mothers and get some much needed alone time. As a summary of our current situation, leaving aside the question of whether it'll lead to sexy time, the first thing on my agenda is to flirt. Senpai? The wife Senpai is sitting across from me, with a light gesture of my hand. Her eyes light up at once. She briskly walks over then sits down while cuddling up to me as close as she can to me. Ever so gradually, her warmth permeates through me. This could be partially due to the AC being on so high, but that feels incredibly comfortable. Warmth slowly fills my cold body. I look over and our eyes meet. A beautiful face of hers, only a few inches away. The soft, luscious lips. Senpai? I naturally draw my face closer, as if I'm enchanted by those lips. I swallow audibly a single time. She took notice of my advance and accepted my kiss. And then the mothers came in. Ha! We both pull away at nearly the same time. A bashful smile surfaces on her beet red face. Couldn't say it earlier because our moms were there, but I want to tell you now. Your dinner was amazing. I honestly wish I was able to eat that every day of my life.
嬉しい。
Such an amazing cook, Senpai.
料理は好き。
It even made the thought of marriage pop into my mind. Though I know it's way too early for that stuff. After uttering that one single word, she casts her eyes down in embarrassment. That lasts only for a brief second. She immediately lifts that red face first and looks me square in the eye.
私も好
したい。
My chest tightens from the pure joy of hearing her say that so clearly. It's kind of funny, to be honest. I was thinking it was way too soon for marriage talk, yet when I came home and saw you standing in the kitchen, the first thought that popped into my mind was, you know, this is probably what newlywed life would be like.
私もしっくりだった。
Guess that means our thoughts are on the same page, huh?
一緒。
She then smiles at me. She's a girl that can cook and is well-mannered too. She does tend to be more on the reserved side, but I still think she has what it takes. I bet you'll make a wonderful wife someday.
ありがとう。
I just might be the luckiest guy alive for being able to have such a lovely, amazing girl as my wife. After those words, I direct a smile at her. She's tightly latched herself onto my arm. Her face is buried in my shoulder. Senpai? She only shakes her head as I question her, no words said.
顔見ないでほしい。
Why not?
私、今、その、顔が、熱くて。だから、その、変な笑い方してる。きっと。
So essentially she's grinning right now? And that fact is so embarrassing to her that she has to hide her face from me by burying it in my arm. Gosh, this girl is so adorable, I swear it's a fucking crime. By the way, who do you see me as? The question suddenly popped into my mind, so I figure I might as well ask. She breathes out lightly for a moment and raises her head. Okay, her expression's back to normal, leaving aside the blushing.
私から見て、
Yep, what kind of person I am.
勉強はあんまり好きじゃない。
Right.
ちょっと、エッチ。
Well, a very dirty mind, if we're being honest, but go on.
それから、それから、
Oh god, why? Don't tell me I have like zero redeeming qualities.
違う。その、
She's desperately trying to search around for something positive. Well, that's nothing bad. I'm sure she just has trouble putting it into words. That's also fuck.
好き。
That's also something I love about her. Despite her awkwardness, she always tries so hard.
笑顔が、好き。
I love your smile as something you say when you have no fucking clue as to what to say. After finally finding what she was looking for, a soft mutter comes from her mouth. From the cutest face I've ever seen. You know, honestly, when I think about it, if it means I get to marry you, I probably wouldn't mind taking over your family's green grocery. With her cheeks rosy red, Senpai smiles bashfully, but at the same time happily. That smile is just so endearing, I find myself hugging her without even realizing it.
温かい。
Might just be the happiest guy alive right now. This room right now is quiet and serene, a stark contrast to the disruptive, noisy commotion coming from our moms in the living room. I just love these moments of pure silence we share occasionally. It's so calming, so soothing. I wish this feeling would last forever. Come to think of it, I removed my arm from her, after which I rummaged through my pants pocket. Found it.
おめとも
Yep, I got it during work today. You can have it.
ありがとう。
You're welcome. She removes the wrapping and puts the decorative red candy into her mouth.
食べないの
Oh, I only got just the one. I know it's fine, didn't want one.
でも、
After looking at me with an apologetic face, she for some odd reason begins to sink into thought. After the passing of a few moments, she has an aha moment. Oh no. Oh no, I think I know what's gonna happen.
一緒に
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. You can't really eat candy together, I mean, she's going to French him with the candy. She ignores my correction and brings her face towards mine with the candy in between her lips. I inadvertently catch my breath at red marble candy between Senpai's luscious lips. Strangely luring picture. For a brief moment, I find myself captivated. Are you sure? She gives a light nod. Well, here goes nothing. I steadily, though more sheepishly, move my lips forward and kiss her. As I open my mouth slightly, she drops the candy inside. And because she lightly used her tongue to push it in, I feel the sensation of her tongue on my lips. Tastes sweet. Candy's a little dissolved already. Immediately a strong taste of strawberry spreads throughout my mouth. After rolling it around inside my mouth for a little while, I kiss Senpai. I move the candy towards her lips, passing it back. Since she has to close her mouth to keep it from dropping, her lips are momentarily caught between each other. It's a strange sensation that's a little neat, for the simple fact that it doesn't happen with regular kisses. This time she kisses me. A sudden mischievous urge compels me, and I stick my tongue between her opened lips. My tongue entwines with hers, and we roll the marble candy around between them. Yep, that's what I was expecting. Candy rolls around to the opening of her mouth, and I take it over into mine. After this, presumably as payback for what I did, she gropes around inside my mouth with her tongue. Lips touching lips, and tongue touching tongue. She strokes my palate and tongue with hers, almost like she's collecting up all the strawberry flavor from the candy. Can we stop this, please? Please. No, stop it. Next it's my turn to do that, and after mine, it goes back to her. Over and over, that cycle repeats. We continued onward until the candy was fully dissolved, and even further after that. Everyone's growing tired of it. Our evening on that particular day was thus spent on lots and lots of kisses.
Fureraba.
Oh! I'm running as fast as my legs will take me. Ever since I left my house, it's been a mad dash, dodging pedestrians left and right so I can make it to where Senpai's waiting for me at. I can't believe I'm seriously going to be late for our date today. Never even crossed my mind that I left my wallet at home. Why am I such a dumbass a couple minutes ago? Why was I such a dumbass a couple minutes ago? Wah! Senpai! Suddenly I gain sight of her lovely figure standing there waiting for me. Sorry, I know I got here a little late. I waste no time apologizing. I'm entirely ready to genuflect after what I've done.
大丈夫。
But she gives me right away with not a single hint of displeasure anywhere on her face. Thanks, I'm really sorry about this. Man, she's so generous. Well, now that I've made it here, I think I ought to get my breathing back to normal. Take a slow, deep breath in, and then breathe out again.
大丈夫？
Oh, yeah, that's nothing. I've successfully returned my breathing to normal. Huh, Senpai, your outfit. She blushes a little embarrassedly. Did you specifically wear that today because I said I liked that outfit when we were texting? It really suits it to a T. You look ridiculously cute today, Senpai.
ありがとう。
Huh, my arm hurts. Intriguing. That smile just makes it look so goddamn adorable. She made a mental note to remember my preferences and even specifically word for our date. Damn, I'm such a lucky guy. I don't even know if I deserve such a loving girlfriend. Well then, let's get going, shall we? I take her hand after she nods and we set off. We make our way towards today's destination, the square. After realizing that you don't need a plan to have a great date, I decided to go ahead and do that for this time around. We're just going to stroll around and do whatever. After walking around some, I spot a general store and I go in there with Senpai. I figured she must like accessories and decorations, and she's a girl, and it seems that guess was right. Her eyes have been sparkling ever since we walked in here.
かわいい。
Some decoration. She has a palm-sized ceramic bunny in her hands and is eyeing it curiously.
飾りたい。
Yeah, it really does look cute. She pets the back of it like it's an actual rabbit. Only Senpai could make that so picturesque. Man, entering a general store was a perfect choice. Even I'm having a blast here. Oh, what's that? Is that an alarm clock that looks like a pair of titties? Who the fuck would buy this shit? Me, actually. I so need this thing. What the? General stores have the craziest shit. Holy hell, this is so much fun. Senpai, look at this thing. You stop the alarm by pressing one of the nipples. You give it a try and the clock emits a sexy female moan. What? Holy moly. Like she was the guy who made this thing. And the breasts are actually like pretty big too. It's amazing. One downside is that it seems to be plastic, so if they'd used silicone or something to make it feel soft and squishy like an actual pair of tits, I just might have impulse bought this. Of course, that doesn't stop me from rolling my fingers all around it and pressing down on the nipples, etc. Wait, I wonder what happens if you press it repeatedly. The next section I'm testing it, hammering the nipples, and what do I know? I can actually get the moves to repeat rhythmically, super fast. You can seriously play DJ with this thing. She's standing square at place, staring at me with a serious expression. What's wrong, Senpai? Challenge what? Wait. Don't tell me she means what I think she means. She's legit getting jealous over the titty clock. I guess we got a title! I complained about this game not having good titles for me to use, and then I get titty clock. Get rid of the L and you get a certain kind of hentai. Actually, no, that sounds weird. That was a bad joke. That was a very, very bad joke. I should not have done that. Like, that was so bad to the point that where even I regret it. Anyways, TITTY clock. There we go. Come on, Senpai, don't be silly here. There's no way I'd pick a pair of plastic tits over the real deal. Wonder whether or not to tell her that, and then start to even wonder if I've guessed right. And that's when she holds out her hand to me. I think she wants to see the titty clock. All yours. Pass it over without question for now. Is she gonna button mash? She exhales audibly. And then in the very next moment... she starts smashing one of the nipples. And she's going at it a lot faster than I did. In fact, she pressed it so rapidly that once I heard the H part of the that only hurt the H part of the once. What are you... how am I supposed to interpret that look of triumph? She looks a little proud, mashing away at that thing. Even after claiming victory, her fingers show no sign of stopping. But I won't deny that it's fairly cute. It definitely is, but yeah, I think we've drawn a little too much attention, and not the good kind. That's it! You gotta stop already, Senpai! I lose, you win, okay? Ah, that finger stopped. I think it's time we put it back. I take the clock from Senpai and put it back where I found it. Alright, Senpai, let's go over there. Good. I pull a composed Senpai by the hand and move to a part of the story where I don't see anyone around. I really don't want to be a subject of those disgusted looks any longer. I never knew you were such a good button masher though, Senpai. Oh, I saw. But there's still more than a few problems with a teenage girl mashing something like, that. I have a lot of saving boxes and stationery here, it looks like. We casually take a look around the deserted section we came to. What was that? Are you talking about the saving box that looks like a rice ball? Rice ball. Cute. Well, sure, I guess the shape is a nice little palm-sized triangle. Oh, look at this. Pick up the eraser I randomly found. It's an eraser. A turd eraser. Don't worry, it's a regular eraser, but yeesh. I sure would feel weird rubbing something like this on my paper. Well, they even have bedpan. Holy cow. And then you have various food right next to it. That has to be on purpose. Don't you think so too, Senpai? Is this what? What? Is this legit a vagina protractor? This is crazy and friggin' hot. What?
大丈夫。見られないからさ。
Mayors pick up a random sensual moan. Fucking Greg, I bet some dumbass couple thinking they can just go to a corner of the store and make out. But I am a little curious about this. I throw a glimpse in the direction the voice came from. Oh, yeah, they are right fucking at it, just like I said. Look, dude, I understand that nobody's around, but is the hand in the skirt really necessary? We're in a public place, for fuck's sake. Feeding your girlfriend at home. Oh no, she's gonna see it and get competitive, isn't she? Senpai! You're literally staring right at them, and your face is red. It's so red, it's not even funny. I can see that it is, besides don't stare so much. Fuck this. This is not good. This could destroy Senpai's purity. This is not the time to be looking at strange stationery! Senpai, it's almost noon, so let's go to the food court. By the reply, her eyes are still glued to the couple, so I pull her hand and move in the direction of the food court. Court. I was thinking we'd have trouble finding a seat since it's lunchtime, but it wasn't that bad. She's calmly eating her burger while gazing all around the food court area, packed with families and couples. You really were lucky to be able to find a free table with all the people here today. She takes a bite out of the burger she's holding with both hands. Seeing that, I can't help but think of a nubbling little hamster. Hold on. She tilts her head quizzically, which I guess is no surprise since I've been practically been staring at her non-stop ever since she started eating. Oh, no, that's not why I was. She gingerly holds the burger out towards me. The way she's doing it is just so way too adorable, I can't possibly say she understood at this point. And honestly, I would let Senpai feed me all bashful like that any day of the week. I'm going to happily let her go on with this! Let's have a bite them. Aw, I open my mouth and wait patiently. But I feel no burger come. Oh, okay, I guess I gotta get it myself. Lean forward to take a bite out of the burger. I move closer to the burger. The burger moves further away. I move back. The burger moves towards me. Is she really? She snickers mischievously. Up my mouth as wide as it'll go and lean forward in Senpai's direction, but of course the burger only moves further away. I give up and go back to my original position, to which the burger moves back to. Senpai? I never said I was upset or anything. I was cute, me? No, back up. That is just flat out not true. I've never been called cute in my entire fucking life. Senpai shakes her head in response to my denial. This feeling of embarrassment is unreal. That's so weird. You're a million times cuter than I am. You're just a joke. See, you're such a joke, Senpai. I kind of feel like I should have said something else there. But I can't take this anymore. I'm so embarrassed I can't look her in the face. I appreciate the compliment, but this embarrassment is making me totally unable to say that. She starts eating her burger again, so I resume eating too. Wow, I never would have seen her actually teasing me. And then she went and called me cute. Damn, I'm feeling all jittery. Really jittery. Suddenly every part of her body freezes in place. He's gazing at the couple in the seat next to us, it seems. It got me curious too, so I look over. Oh, god fucking damn it. It's those two again! What the fuck? Again? They're straight up tongue kissing, and what's worse, the guy's fondling the girl's tits. Senpai, avert your virgin eyes, please! She is not a virgin. Don't you fucking owe me, bitch! Think about the time bite before you do this shit in public! Senpai, let's finish our meals here and get going! She lightly nods with a bright red face and stuffs the rest of the burger inside her mouth. Though it appears her curiosity still isn't curbed. She keeps throwing glances over to the couple every now and then. As for the couple, well, their situation is only growing more and more intense. How's with this day? Well, I should have pointed today as official horniest fucking public day. How did I not get this memo? They're all horny on Maine. I just wanted to enjoy a completely normal day today. Okay, let's go then! She pressed her hands together, not forgetting her end meal manners. Since we are both done now, it's time to dip the fuck out of here. I take my tray in one hand and hers in the other and make towards the exit. Ah! What is this question? Do you know the answer, Senpai? If she doesn't know the answer, I sure as fuck will not. We're in the arcade now, playing a quiz game. We initially picked the easy mode, but that was a breeze for us, mainly thanks to Senpai. So we made the unfortunate mistake of going straight to hard. We can't answer any of these questions. What the ding is on these things? Chemical symbols? Well, we're screwed then. Bzz. Machine plays your typical buzz sound, and it's game over for us. The words "Do you want to continue?" are flashing on the screen while a countdown ticks down. That thing that had a number on us. It looks like we have to study some if you want to clear that mode. Well, I say we there, but I'm not even good enough to beat normal on my own. Oh yeah, sorry Senpai, I gotta go to the bathroom, so feel free to go check out the crane game or whatever in the meantime. She then gets up and heads towards the crane games. I gotta make my bathroom run short so I can meet back up with her ASAP. Oh no, the couple's gonna be making out again. She's just gonna be staring. I feel a lot better now. Where's Senpai? Walk over to where the crane games are, hoping to find her there. Oh, there she is. Senpai, I'm back. Are you kidding me?! There's a couple in some cramped corner. The guy has his hands up the girl's shirt and is playing with her tits. Senpai, well, she's observing the scene with great interest. No, stop that! Why are you looking, Senpai? Yes, you are! Come on, let's leave those sick perverts alone and go over there. It'll be 10 times more fun. That plushie, isn't it just super cute? Here, just sit back and I'll show you how it's done. Insert a coin. The machine starts to play some janky background music and I'll operate the crane by pressing the first arrow button. That white teddy is gonna be mine! Now! Let go of the button the very moment the crane hovers over the teddy bear. Now! The claw then stops and descends slowly before tightly clasping the bear's flank. Now watch closely, Senpai. From the look of things, I'm 100% positive I want it. With the firm grip the claw has on the bear, I'd say the chance of it dropping is 0. To be honest, I'd look like a colossal dumbass if it dropped now. Senpai and I both eye the bear intently as the claw goes up with it. Yep, so now we just gotta hope the recall doesn't get it when it finishes lifting it. Plop. And there we go. Take the teddy bear out from the tray and hand it over to Senpai. I was already pretty sure I'd gotten it, but still I'm so glad I got this on my first try, oh my god. Here you go, Senpai. Yep, it's a present. She hugs the teddy bear after muttering her gratitude. Oh, I always felt like big plushies would look good with Senpai, but man, I never thought they'd look this good. It's just such an adorable sight that I leak out a sigh. They look great together with that teddy bear, Senpai. I flash a smile at her as I say that.
嬉しい。
She returns a smile back, but for some odd reason I can't help but see a glint of gloom in that smile. Is everything alright, Senpai?
なんでもない。
She smiles at me serenely and takes my hand. Must have been my imagination. No, I then squeeze her hand back. And I gotta say, nothing beats holding hands with your girlfriend.
おい、あれあれ。
おお、すっげえ美人。何あれ、あいつと付き合ってんの？
I catch wind of conversation two guys are having. Whenever I'm out in public with Senpai, I always, without fail, hear comms like that at least once. Seriously, I'm one lucky son of a bitch to be dating a girl that can draw stares out in public. Paying no further attention to their conversation, we leave the arcade behind us and head for home. It's already grown considerably dark, and we leisurely walk over the bridge with linked arms. I had a ton of fun today, Senpai.
私も。
We keep our pace very, very slow and exchange little words. It's nice and serene, and we relish moments such as these. Time seems to slow down, adapting itself to our walking pace. Senpai then leans a bit on me. Before I know it, I'm smiling at her. This girl loves me so much, I can almost feel those feelings themselves flowing into me through the places our bodies touch. Our day is over, and the only thing left to do is see her home, but I find myself wanting to savor every single second of the remaining time we have together. In spite of how slowly we walked, we arrived at her house in almost no time. Here we are, Senpai. Well, I guess this is it for today. Kiss. I plant a light kiss on her lips after seeing that loneliness in her expression. As our lips touch, she grasps my clothes, clinging to me. I slowly draw my lips away, but she seems unwilling to stop. Likewise, her grip on my clothes stays just as tight. I can't go home if you don't let go of me. Suddenly she starts to say something. Yeah?
いないの。
You mean...
おばあちゃん家に行ってるから。
So if I can interpret her words right, she means something like, my parents are visiting my grandma, so you can come over. We can spend more time together. She gazes at me pleadingly with upturned eyes. Of course there's a single way now I could say no to that face. It's not like I don't want to. It's not I don't want to either. I want to spend the rest of my night with you. I want to spend the rest of the night with you. Is that okay?
いてほしい。
She puts force into her grip on my clothes. Okay, then I guess I'll be coming over now. Take her hand and we go inside towards her room. Now, having gone inside, we're standing stock still in the middle of her room while holding hands. But naturally, we can't just keep standing here forever. Yep, her futon's already laid out. Lewd thoughts crossed my mind for a brief second, but yeah, in all likelihood, her parents laid it out before they left. It's the little things like this which really speak to the profound love they have for their daughter. First of all, I take a seat somewhere. Senpai follows suit and sits next to me. Senpai? I wrap an arm around her, pull her towards me, and then proceed to gently stroke her hair. I keep stroking it, so very gently, but as I do this, I notice a shift in her mood. She's gradually growing more and more silent, and if I'm reading her expression correctly, there's clearly a result of her mood dropping. What's wrong? Something must have happened for sure. Senpai? Are you alright? I stop stroking her hair and softly ask her that question. Huh? Why? And to make matters worse, tears start dripping down her cheeks now. What's going on here? Why is she crying? Hey, Senpai! She latches herself onto me once again. This time, however, her grip is much stronger. What do I do in this situation? She just clings to me, not even speaking a single word. After judging the right decision to be to hug her, I wrap my arms around her shoulders. She strengthens her grip further. Then she stares at me with those teary eyes. Senpai? She simply gazes into my eyes, still not saying anything. Her eyes at this whole situation in and of itself is rather alluring, so I feel certain urges well up inside me. Senpai, if this goes on much longer, I'm not gonna be able to hold back. I make the decision to tell her.
なんで我慢するの？
She asks me in that lowly, despondent voice, still staring straight into my eyes. She looks like she's about to burst into tears at any moment. That's how depressed she comes. That's just how depressed she comes after me. What is wrong? Ah! She then hugs me again, but this time stronger than any of the previous times. Hey, senpai, is everything really okay? Oh, please, just say something. I want to know what's going on with you. After that, she slowly removes her arms from me.
私のこと好きじゃない？
What? You know I love you, senpai!
じゃあなんでそんなに優しいの？
What do you mean by gentle? It goes without saying that I'm gonna treat the girl I love with care.
今日見たカップルの男の人はみんな求めてた。男の人が女の人を思いっきり私のこと激しく求めてこないから
Doing it out in public like that is the unregular thing.
思った。付き合い始めてから他のカップルを見るようになって男の人は好きだと激しく求めるんだって知った。
I suppose by aggressive, she means sexually aggressive.
好きだと少しは無理やりしたくなるんじゃないの？なのに全然来てくれないから二人きりなのに撫でてくれるだけで子供みたいな好きなのかなって思ったら不安になった。
Must have been why she was on the verge of tears when I did that.
ゲームセンターぬいぐるみも嬉しかったけど強引にキスをしてほしかった。今も頭を撫でられるよりいきなり押し倒されてみたかった。
Really? After putting all her feelings out there on full display, she casts her gaze down towards the floor in sadness. And how much trouble she has talking. She was able to clearly say everything that was on her mind just now. Guess it only speaks to how much this was weighing on her. I knew she was having those thoughts. I should have realized sooner. The hints were there in her words, but I failed to pick up on it when I should have. I was only being passive because I wanted to treat her right. And to that extent, I think my mind was in the right place, but in reality, it only made her feel unwanted. I almost inadvertently stroke her hair, but quickly stopped myself. Doing that won't fix this situation. Whoops. In all honesty, I have been treating her too kindly to an extent, out of this fear that I might put her off by acting too forward. But for tonight, let's cast those fears aside and give her an experience she won't forget. Sorry, senpai. I won't hold back from here on out, alright?
いいよ。
It's been about half an hour since we finished doing the deed. As the pleasant exhaustion grips my body, I gaze at the ceiling for no particular reason. Senpai? Already fallen asleep, huh? I have to say, I was, really surprised earlier. I never would have imagined her of all people to frantically lay bare her feelings like that. My impression of her has really undergone huge changes these past few weeks. At first, I just thought she was a quiet girl who always did as she was told, obediently. But once you get to know her, you'll see that she has it in her to be talkative. All it takes is the topic to change to something she's interested in, and it's like a switch gets flipped. And when she considers something important, she won't hesitate to make her heartfelt feelings known. Senpai, I love you. For both her sake and my own, I'm gonna become the kind of man who can walk tall next to her. I've gathered my determination, and I'm going to see this change through to the end. Fureraba. Today's another one of those lovely mandatory attendance days. It's lunchtime and I'm in the cafeteria eating with senpai per usual. Seriously wish they'd rethink this whole school during summer vacation thing. I mean, you gotta agree that it's pretty dang impossible to get in that summer vacation mood when you're constantly having to go back to school.
私は平気。二人一緒にいられれば。
She just has to go and say something that warms my heart right in the cafeteria. But how could I be so narrow-minded? She's absolutely right. If it means we can be together, there's nothing bad about coming to school. But I guess they do kind of make up for it by giving us a fall break. You have any plans yet for fall break, senpai?
その時期は少し勉強に集中する。
Whoops, studying!
進学先もう決めなくちゃいけないから。
Alright, almost forgotten. But she's a year above me, which means she'll be graduating before me. Which means come next year, I'll be spending lunchtime all alone. I'm fine!
どうしたの？急に泣いてる？
Just imagining what school would be like without senpai is almost enough to make me cry. And that's no exaggeration. Ugh, fuck everything! I should have gone to Nora last year. I'm sorry. I imagined what things would be like after you graduated for a moment, and it felt awful. Just immediate stream of tears down her face. I mean, I'm gonna have to eat all by myself once you're gone. I don't have anyone to talk with me to walk with me to school in the mornings. And after school, I have to walk home all sad and lonely by myself, seeing all the cops by the station. Senpai, please, I'm begging you just to let your graduation be on 1 year, please.
よしよし。
She slowly strokes my head. I guess she felt my pain too. When I think about it more, the problem goes deeper than just her graduating before me. What about where she'll go to the university? What about the guys there? Senpai, please don't dump me for when you get to the university.
捨てない大丈夫。
Even if some hot dude with ridiculous good communicative skills from the tennis team comes up to you, you absolutely cannot talk to him, okay?
コミュ？
She's basically worshipped as a princess at Josei High, so there's not much I have to worry about with the guys here. But my girlfriend is definitely going to get hit on when she goes to uni. She's always so carefree and open, so honestly, I really wish she could learn to be more wary of people. Fuck, I'm going to be super creepy right now. Now that I stop and think about it, my urge to be a controlling boyfriend is only growing as time goes on. The strength of your love has a strong correlation with the chance of you restricting your girlfriend's freedoms, even if it's not your intent. You can painfully understand what those types of people must feel, but I really want to avoid going down that route if I can.
卒業、私も寂しい。
Tears trickle down her cheeks. Senpai!
おい、あいつ自分の彼女泣かせて。
青春だね。
We have only a little out for half a year until her graduation. We gotta do everything we can in that short time. No, wait a second. Senpai, I have a solution. Just repeat a year, that way we'll both graduate a year later at the same time.
留年？
Yes, that's the idea. If you get bad enough grades that they make you repeat, you'll be able to graduate with me. Alright, what grades did you get the last finals? Too good to repeat.
数学85点。原告古典もそれぞれ90。世界史と日本史は80点くらいで、英語は苦手で72。
It's possible. It's physically impossible for her to repeat a year with grades like that. Her brain and mind straight up differ on a fundamental level.
卒業したら本格的に栄養学を勉強したい。
Man, you've got a plan and everything. You're such a good student.
そう？
Oh yeah, much better than me. I single-handedly dragged down the class average on the tests. I have the power! But I guarantee I've got you beat when it comes to cheating methods and bribing teachers. It was just a joke, but I decided to double down and thrust out my chest too. Bow before my bowers.
笑い事じゃない。勉強はしないとダメ。
Oh? I received a love-filled fist to the crown of my head for the very first time in my life. That's totally new. Even after all the time we've spent together, I've discovered a new charm of hers. Just call me more senpai. I humbly request a fist combo to the head. If you beat me to a pulp, that'll motivate me to study harder. What the fuck is happening all of a sudden?
本当に
like she just straight up starts cracking her knuckles. Really? Like puts on fucking boxing gloves or just fist wrappings. Pulls out a fucking brass knuckle or a cestus. Like, really? Yep, really, that one hit alone already kicked a fair bit of my brain cells in gear.
じゃあ、もっとやる。どう
It was a little too lacking in force. You gotta hit me with all you've got. Move your hips and put your weight into it.
じゃあ、頭でする。
Oh, she's going to headbutt him! Wait, what?
接触する面積が大きくて、質量が重いほど。
Don't do that. Don't do that.
威力が増す。
The thing is, I'm saying that don't do that intently. Because I'm going to project here a bit and say that his forehead is about as hard as mine. Which means that, that's gonna hurt a lot for her. Not at all for him. Hold on, what's the best way to... Oh yeah, that's the best way. I regret that immediately. But my forehead does not hurt at all. My cheek hurts though for some reason. I should not have done that. If you haven't noticed it yet, I'm a fucking idiot and psychopath. I think. You're gonna like headbutt me? Crap one now. She's so random, but holy hell, she is so cute. She suddenly stops butting my head, and this time leans her body against mine.
脳細胞、活性化した
Also, it hurts here now for some fucking reason. Oh, some shock apparently. Sadly, it doesn't seem to be enough.
じゃあ、今日帰ったら、スイカ割りの棒でいっぱい叩く。
Wait, stop! That's definitely gonna kill me! I think we've joked enough for today, senpai. I'm ready to eat lunch. Udon or soba, what do you want today?
冗談じゃなかったのに。
Following that, she starts to pout very noticeably. We've been dating for a decent amount of time now, but I'm always discovering new expressions of her. It never gets old. Go with shrimp tempura again. I'll buy you yours as thanks for the hat, but
エビ、
I hear ya. Just give me 1 sec. I'll get you an extra large serving. Treating senpai to lunch at the cafeteria has honestly turned to a personal pleasure of mine at this point. And when we're not in the cafeteria, I get to eat her homemade lunches. So lunchtime is always something I look forward to. We're in different grade levels, meaning naturally we can't see each other during class time, but we always get to spend lunchtime together every day. So I never really do feel sad about that fact. But that'll be a whole different story after she graduates. I'll be feeling super sad.
ちょっと今のうちに沢渡さんに声かけてきてよ。
私が
それじゃあちょっと協力してよ。これも沢渡さんをあの男から助けるためなんだから。
Haha, don't they just love me? That's probably a shared sentiment along the third years. In their minds, I'm probably some sleazeball who found a way to trick Senpai into dating me. The most ironic part is, though, that I completely understand their desire to keep her safe. I can see where they're coming from in a certain sense. I'm pretty well acquainted with how those girls feel. I mean, there's just this thing about Senpai that makes me fear she might get kidnapped if you don't want her close enough. Hi, 2 servings of tempura shrimp udon, please. Shrimp tempura udon, please.
ねえ、ちょっといい？
What is it?
沢渡先輩のことなんだけど、あんたこのままで本当に大丈夫なの？
What do you mean?
沢渡先輩、ずっとみんなに誤解されたままなんでしょ？自分からはなかなか言いたいことも言えない様子だし、私が先輩だったら結構辛いと思うんだけど。
I already knew that. On the list of unsolved problems between us, that's quite frankly the only one left. I thought about it a fair day myself. Honestly, I wouldn't mind clearing up all the rumors about her, that'd be fine. But at the end of the day, I think what matters more than what I want is what she wants. It honestly seems to me that she's no longer bothered by those trifling things, now that she has me. And if that's true, then I don't feel any need to pointlessly stir up drama. Simply just ignoring all that unpleasant stuff, enjoying our school time by ourselves would be a perfectly valid option just as much.
そっか。ごめんね。私部外者なのに余計なこと言って。
Oh no, I appreciate your concern. I think we've got to discuss it with her and see what she thinks. The fact of the matter is, I don't think I've ever heard her say what she wants to do about this. I then carry my tray over to our table where Senpai's waiting for me. A couple of third years are giving me funny looks, but I didn't pay them much attention.
見て、セミの抜け殻いっぱい。
Oh, you're right. You have some on your uniform, actually.
いい。かわいそうだから元の場所に返してあげる。
They're only shells, Senpai. School is out for the day, and Senpai and I are making our way home like always. I've cut back on my part-time job hours recently. I want to spend as much time with Senpai as I can.
セミは春に出てくるセミもいるの。
Huh? Really? I thought they only appeared during summer.
春ゼミ。あとは秋に登場するセミもいたはず。
I think I'll be able to finish this route today, actually. Huh, that's interesting. You sure know a lot, Senpai.
お父さんが詳しいから。
Every once in a while, I'll get to hear some neat piece of information from her. And unlike with me, I'm sure all her knowledge tidbits are actual practical stuff. If she weren't as shy as she is, I could actually see her being pretty popular. Different popularity than the kind she has now. I want to ask you something, Senpai.
セミの話？
No, not about cicadas. I'll be right back, hold on. There we go, I'm back. Nope, what your classmates are saying about you, right? That you're some rich girl living in a huge Western-style mansion and all that. In my opinion, I'd say it'd be good to surprise everyone and put all those silly rumors to rest once and for all. What do you think about that? Seeing how she immediately goes silent and stares down at her feet, it's probably a difficult subject for her, like I thought. I know she's not a very assertive person, and if she doesn't absolutely have to do something, she'll probably opt to just leave it alone. On top of that, she's also very susceptible to things like peer pressure. I understand that about her, so I won't go about this forcefully. Sorry, let me clarify. I'm not saying you absolutely have to change things. I just wanted to know if maybe it was bothering you, so we could work together to do something about it.
クラスのみんなには言った。
Huh? What did you tell them?
うちの家が八百屋だって。
Oh, so you actually told them already? That's not what I expected. I thought for sure she'd just kept silent all this time. So how'd they react?
笑われた。笑われて、みんな信じてくれなかった。
Wow. Well, of course, things never work out that easily. It worked out with Mochizuki and them, but that was only because those rumors weren't too ingrained in the students in our grade level. But with all her classmates, it's a whole other story. They've known her for a long time, and those rumors have existed just as long. It'd take a lot to overturn something that deep. And how I factor into it myself. I'm sure if Senpai tried clearing things up now, they'd all just think I, her boyfriend, instigated her doing it for some random reason, probably bad. From their point of view, I'm the enemy, the nasty person who beguiled Senpai. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. So it's pretty safe to assume that's how things would play out. I don't invite them over to your house. You also might buy some of your vegetables too, so it's 2 birds, 1 stone. Seems to be a surprisingly clever approach to me.
来てくれるかな？
Sure, I don't see why they wouldn't. It'd be impossible for them to still deny the truth after seeing Senpai's home and meeting her parents for themselves. At that point, I guess I could deliver the final nail in the coffin. I'll give an eloquent and long-winded speech detailing how Senpai is just your everyday normal girl. I like where this is going, Senpai. The plan is to just tell everyone about the existence of Senpai's family green grocery, Sawatari fruits and vegetables. They may not believe us, but in that situation, we just tell them to go and see them for themselves. Does your store have any flowers by chance?
ある。お母さんが作ったご近所さんへ配る用のやつ。
Why don't we both get some of those flowers and start handing them out at school? If you could get them even a little bit interested in your store, that should make inviting them over a lot easier.
学校でチラシを巻く？
But you need a permit for that. Fuck that. If that's okay with you. I won't force you to do it, if it's not what you want.
ううん。いい案だと思う。すごい。天才。
Oh my god, actual words of praise from you! Afterwards, I see Senpai home like usual. I helped her shortly explain the matter with the flyers to her parents, and they said it was alright by them as long as we didn't stir up a commotion. Are you done with the flowers, Senpai?
もうちょっと。
Lunch break the next day, Senpai is in my classroom facing a sheet of paper with a serious expression. She suggested that, along with the flyers, we should create an easy-to-understand map of the store with some simple illustrations.
沢渡先輩、それ何を書いているんですか？
スイカ。
これスイカだったの？
これスイカ。
私怒ってる先輩初めて見たかも。
Seeing how serious she's taking this, maybe she has always wanted to tell her classmates about her store. Well, I'm sure if we tell everyone Senpai handed these, they won't be able to refuse taking one.
うわ、キャベツ1個98円？先輩のお店、それで採算取れるんですか？うん。今日からするセール、すごく気合い入れるって言ってたから。長ネギ1本85円、じゃがいも1袋120円。あ、グレープフルーツも安い。私、今日買いに行っちゃおうかな。毎度あり。先輩ってばなんでそんなに可愛いの？あいつと別れてうちに嫁に来ない？
Back off! Don't go trying to steal a guy's girl! I fucked up.
先輩、ちょっとそれ私にも見せてもらえますか？
I was thinking, don't go trying to steal my girl, but it said a guy's girl. So my brain, trying to pronounce to say both, said neither, and said, don't try to steal a girl's guy, or something like that.
どうぞ。生ネギ85円、北海道産玉ねぎ1パック100円、白菜98円、長野県産えのきだけ 200g120 円。うわ、安っ！大根1本58円から？先輩、私行きます。これ買いに行きます。毎度あり。
先輩、俺にも見せてください。俺も
Hold on, guys. We're gonna make a ton of copies later, so just be patient until then.
ねえねえ、先輩の店ってそんなに安いの？僕キャベツなんて1個50円くらいだと思ってたよ。
Momo, my friend, I think you ought to visit a supermarket for once in your life. Where the hell did you get a 50 frickin' yen for a single head of cabbage? What world are you living in?
親戚がみんな農家をやっているから、無農薬野菜もたくさん置いてある。
へえ、そうなんですか。
人参とネギは隣町の農家から直接持ってきてもらうから、すごく新鮮なの。人参先輩、ひまひまって人参食べられないんですよ。そうなの？
That's a challenge.
はい。しかも味も匂いも形も存在も大嫌いらしくて、人参を見るとめちゃくちゃ震え出すレベルで。
I do actually quite like carrots. They make me feel not very comfortable after I eat them. Like I get this odd feeling after I eat a carrot. I don't know what it is, but I still quite like carrots. I like the taste of carrots.
ちょっとともみ、恥ずかしいから先輩には言わないでよ。好き嫌いはダメ。
Senpai suddenly stands up from her seat.
人参のベータカロテンは体内でビタミン A に変換され、体の抵抗力を高めるほか、細胞を悪性化させる活性酵素も制御する。それらの人参の持つ抗酸化力は、風邪やインフルエンザ、がんの予防にもつながり、肌のシミやそばかすにも有効なの。さらに造血作用があるから貧血や冷え性も治って、粘膜や皮膚も健やかな状態に保ち、目にも潤いを与えてくれる。
And all that
とに
joke.
かく人参は食べなきゃダメ。どうしてもダメなら同じく抗酸化作用のあるリコピンを豊富に含んだトマトなどを。はい、わかりましたから先輩、落ち着いてください。
That's dyed-in-the-wool daughter of a greengrocer for you. Can't really blame Himari for feeling completely and utterly overwhelmed.
人参は苦手な人も多い。でも野菜は料理の仕方で味も風味も食感も変わる。
Raw! Just peel them and eat them! It's that fucking easy!
だから最後まで諦めないで人参を食べて。わかりました。最初はキャロットゼリーから頑張ります。
No! Oh, actually not. She strokes Himari's head, showing sympathy and understanding for Himari's hatred of carrots. Guess it's safe to assume that if I get married to Senpai in the future, our family dinners are going to be loaded with vegetables.
人参って肌にいいんだ。私も頻繁に食べるようにしようかな。先輩、家族にピーマンが死ぬほど嫌いなやつがいるんですが、美味しい調理方法とか知ってます？ピーマンは。
Oh wow, so you cook too, Hiragi?
うるさいな、当たり前だろ。
Shit, what's her deal?
ピーマンは煮ると苦味が減るからそれを意識するのと、野菜スープに入れる場合は。
She starts to recite a recipe somewhat proudly, enjoying being the center of attention. Guess this is the person she is when she's in her element. And I want to help get her to the point where she can talk about stuff like this with her fellow third years. While I was waiting for Senpai to finish making the flyer, I was already thinking towards after school. Made 200 copies, Senpai. I think that'll be enough.
多分。
After school ended, I went and managed to get copies of the flyer ready with Justice's help. We're not giving out coupons or anything, so I guess 200 is actually more than enough. Our strategy is just to take 100 each and go hand them out in front of the school gate. Oh, and I got permission from the school to do this. So if anyone starts complaining, just tell them to teachers now.
ありがとう。
She holds the flyers to her chest. I change into my outdoor shoes quickly, and then we head over towards the school gate. Come visit Sabatari Fruit and Vegetables? There's a big 3-day-long summer sale starting today. Everything from onions, not but tomatoes, and fruits aplenty too. All for super low prices, so please stop by Sabatari Fruits and Vegetables.
よろしく。
We're going about it enthusiastically, but Senpai's handing out the flyers very sheepishly. Students eye us curiously as they pass the gate, but apparently they feel interested enough to take the flyers. Surprisingly, most of them are actually taking one. Judging by how fast these things are going, maybe I should have done 400. we want to reach the most amount of people as possible. The best location at this time of the day would be the main square by the station. But our objective isn't about that. What we're trying to do is prove to the school that Senpai's Green Grocery really exists. I make full use of all the things I learned from my job and hand out flyer after flyer, hoping to make them reach as many 30s as possible.
おお、やってるやってる。どうだ、調子の方は。
Well, we just started, so I can't say anything just yet.
こんにちは。
俺にも1枚もらえるか。嫁が帰りにキュウリと玉ねぎ買ってこいってうるせえからよ。
どうぞ。
The most attention-grabbing item on the flyer would be that watermelon Senpai drew, which looks like a soccer ball. There's also a handy map with directions to the store on it, so even if people haven't been there before, they won't have trouble getting there.
おお、こうしてみると本当に安いな。もちろんこのチラシには書いてない野菜もいろいろ置いてあるんだろう。
はい、あります。うちは品揃えが豊富だから、スーパーに置いていないような野菜もいろいろある。
はあ。
Senpai, justice is not our focus here. We need to get your classmates interested.
最近はこのわさび菜が人気。ちぎってサラダに入れるだけでもボリュームが出るし、少し辛みもあるからドレッシングもいらない。
へえ、わさび菜か。それ初めて聞くな。ちなみに店は何時まで開いてるんだ？
うちは8時まで。
Look, Justice, I appreciate the interest, but we're busy right now. We don't have time to answer all your billing questions.
ああ！お前誰のおかげでここでチラシ配れると思ってんだ！
Students are clearly avoiding us out of fear towards justice. Come fucking on by loitering around here, defeating our entire purpose in handing out these damn things.
よし、俺も手伝ってやる。半分貸せ。
We can handle it ourselves, thank you.
可愛くないやつ。
My wonderful homeroom teacher thus walks back to the faculty room in a pout. Shit, maybe I was a bit rude there. But anyhow, all of the students are opting to take flyers from Senpai, the school celebrity, over me. Not that I didn't expect that. My flyers are dwindling by the second as I keep handing some of mine to Senpai, and around 30 minutes after we started, the flyers are just about gone. Looks like we've only got about 30 left.
もうちょっと。
沢渡さん？ほんとだ。こんなところで何をしているんですか？
何かのチラシ？
チラシ配り。
The usual girls from Senpai's class finally show up. They probably think I'm some slave driver forcing her to stand out here and do this. I can feel their hostility as they look over towards
ちょっ
me.
とあなたね、もういい加減にしなさいよ。そうよ。こんな立ちっぱなしでチラシ配りなんて、沢渡さんがかわいそうだと思わないの？
私。
Senpai appears to have cold feet now that they're actually here. Well, I can see why. These girls are the really pushy type and they don't want to listen to no matter what you say.
そうなのね。本当に沢渡さんはあなたが近寄っていい人じゃないの。わかるでしょ？どこまで説明しないとダメなの？あなたもう少し空気を読んだ方がいいと思うんだけど。
Observant? Well, maybe you should try that. It's obvious to anyone that we both love each other a whole lot. Right?
沢渡さん、あなたまで。
She might have a hard time expressing her emotions through words, but her actions spell it out loud and clear. There were a couple of instances of that, even before we started dating, and at the time I confessed to her as well. Even now, she's huddled up as close as she can to me. The least they can do is acknowledge that we have a completely healthy and loving relationship.
沢渡さん、この人から変なことされたりしてない？大丈夫？
ねえ、あなたも沢渡さんがどんな人か分かってるでしょ？彼女の優しさを利用してこれ以上惨めな真似させないであげてくれない？
You think she feels miserable? You think making her eat lunch with me is some slave job? Is going on dates with me when we don't have school some cruel demand?
何よ。
I don't care how much they throw me under the bus. I'm not fazed in the slightest. But when they go and try to speak for Senpai, tell me how she supposedly feels about all this. Now that just pisses me off. How does she come across as miserable to you? Please enlighten me. Every time I'm with her, she makes it clearly known how much she wants to be there with me. Why are you so dead set on breaking us apart? What did I ever do to you? Let me just be clear here. She and I are dating. We're a couple. And I really wish you would acknowledge
だ
that.
からそれが間違ってるんだって
There's no point in picking a fight here. I can't get caught up in my emotions here and do something stupid. That might spell bad news for me and Senpai's relationship. She's going to be the one that loses her cool.
ねえ沢渡さん本当に彼のことその好きなの好き
She answers straight away. Oh crap. Just those 3 words alone have already boosted my self-confidence by a huge amount.
ねえ沢渡さん本当に彼のどこがそんなに好きになっちゃったの実はよくある勘違いだったとかそういう可能性は全くのゼロなんですか
一緒にいたいからこうしていつもそばにいるだけ。
沢渡さんならもっと彼よりもふさわしい相手がいますよ絶対にいますよいる絶対にいるって沢渡さんそれに私彼の噂いろいろ聞いてるんだよね春先に彼女が欲しいってあなたずっと騒いでたらしいじゃないえそうなのそれってつまり彼女になってくれる相手なら誰だってよくてそれでたまたま話す機会のあった純粋で素直な沢渡さんを
違う一緒にいたいのは私
沢渡さん
私といっぱいお話ししてくれて最初はお財布拾ってそれから
Probably because she's having trouble sorting her thoughts. Her sentences come out a lot more fragmented and her tone desperate. They don't have to understand everything at all. At the very least, Senpai wants to make them aware of the fact that she really does love me.
お家にも来てもらってお弁当も用意したら喜んでくれてお昼休みは一緒に学食へ行って恋人デートも海へ行って大通りの時はお買い物もして悪く言っちゃダメどこにも行ってほしくない悪く言っちゃ絶対にダメなの
She gets more intelligent than usual. Guess that means she's a little aggravated right now. Man is shaking a little from the nerves, but she did her best. Her hand is shaking a little from the nerves, but she did her very best to get her feelings across regardless. Nothing they say phases me at all. But if they badmouth Senpai, that's a whole other story. I don't doubt I'd get heated. It seems that that was the same thing Senpai was feeling. The slight tremble of her hand tells me loud and clear how much it hurts her having others say bad things about someone she cares about. Today's plan was just simply to try and get everyone to realize that she's just a normal girl. But right now, she's put that on the back burner so she can defend my reputation. Senpai, I really, truly love you. Let's put an end to all these rumors, these assumptions and misunderstandings once and for all.
沢渡さんごめんなさい別に私たちそんなことを言い
Oh no, shut the fuck up, you meant every single fucking word. Here, take one. Senpai's family green grocery is doing a sale. You should come stop by.
沢渡製菓って沢渡って
Yes, that's right. Dari is an only child and her parents run a green grocery store by the station. She's not this humble, quiet, rich girl from some super prestigious family. She can joke around when she wants to, and if you tease her too much, she actually gets mad. She's just a normal high school girl like everyone else. You've made yourself believe that she's some special kind of person, but that's not who she is. Lately, she found that she really likes shrimp tempura noodle soups. And she enjoys going on dates with her boyfriend like every other girl. She's the average run-of-the-mill girl you would find anywhere, no different from any of you. Isn't that right, Senpai?
普通
are free right now? There's something we'd like to show you. Just follow us and it'll be clear in a minute.
はい、いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。今日は特別セール実施中だよ。
Oh, we got the acoustic version of Quantum Jump. Nice.
大根もキャベツもみんな安いよ。うちも必死だからね。今日は特別大サービスじゃー。
すみません。グレープフルーツ2つください。あとバナナ。
ヘイマイド。
Whoops.
すみません。人参10本ください。この子が買います。1本でいいよ。いきなりハードル上げないで。
ヘイ、こっちも毎度あり。
The store is crowded like you've never seen before, so the advertisement for the sale must have been a hit. I spot Mochizuki and Himari and company among everyone here too. They're all here to check out the store and get groceries.
すみません。玉ねぎと白菜ください。あと長ネギも2本。
はい。どうもありがとうございます。あなたも城西の生徒さん？
はい。
お父さん。
おお、美咲。やっと帰ってきたが、母ちゃんの方大変だからすぐに手伝ってやってくれ。
This red here is where she lives. See, just like I said. This is where I get to say I told you so.
なんです
っごい。本当に沢渡さんって八百屋の子だったんだ。
I don't think we have to worry about these girls distancing themselves from Senpai after this discovery. The only reason they were scowling and berating me so much was because they care about Senpai so much. She's now the most important person in my life, so I've come to understand their sentiments. But ultimately, those feelings don't mean a thing. What Senpai herself wanted was just a normal school life. That I'm positive about. That I'm positive of. She probably isn't consciously aware of it, but I think that is what this whole issue boils down to in the end. I'm not just dating her for fun or anything. I'm really serious about her. So could I ask for you to acknowledge us as a real couple?
ごめんなさい。私たちなんだかバカみたい。ちゃんと沢渡さんの話を聞けば誰も嫌な思いしないで済んだのにね。なんか私今までよりももっと沢渡さんと仲良くなれる気がする。
I'm sure that's just what she wants. Just hearing the word friend is enough to make that girl's eyes shine, I swear.
これ大根とトマトお母さんが家に持って行ってって。
Huh? Are you sure?
今日は大繁盛ってお父さんもお母さんも喜んでる。
Okay, then I'll give you guys some help. Pitching in as a last-minute helper is my specialty. I want to help out too. What do you want me to do?
おお、彼氏さんどうもすいません。それじゃあ美咲と一緒に配達の注文を受けてもらえませんか。
はい、これメモ帳です。
Will do.
いらっしゃいませ。
I line up next to her and copy what she's doing. Apparently they have a delivery service for those customers who buy a lot at once. I'm so happy I get to work together with Senpai at such a bustling storefront. Man, it really does feel great seeing all these customers, doesn't it, Senpai?
嬉しい。それに京介くんも一緒にいてくれて。
The smile of Savatari Misaki's face can only be described as a smile of pure joy. I love the girl more than the world. Likewise, she indicates her feelings for me just as clearly. The first girlfriend I've ever had, the last as well. She's a wonderful, beautiful girl who is no different than anyone else. A couple of years have now gone by since Senpai and I started dating. Oh, please, happy family, please have them run the green grocery together. After graduating from Josai High, she went to university as a nutritional science major. She would create recipe after recipe for all sorts of vegetable-scented dishes. One day I decided to upload those online, and to my surprise, they were a huge hit. After I graduated from Josai High, I chose not to go to university. Instead, I started an apprenticeship at the Savatari family's greengrocery. I spent several years honing my knowledge of economic theory and learning the ins and outs of the farming industry. And now? Come on and stop by! Don't be shy, we got rockfish and soy for cheap today!
すみません。サンマ一匹ください。
Senpai and I, currently engaged, have now started our own seafood store. Seafood? Huh. Funnily enough, our store sits right next to Sawatari fruits and vegetables. Phew. I've been getting a lot more customers than I thought. Guess that means our opening day's been a pretty big
こ
success.
れからは魚の時代。
This wasn't always the plan for Senpai and me, but I guess I should be calling her Misaki by now. The initial idea was to open a green grocery. However, during my time as apprentice at her parents' store, I came to the conclusion that there was no real merit in simply copying them. I discussed this in detail with Misaki, and we both decided that we wanted to do seafood instead. Today marks step one of fulfilling that dream. Running a seafood store is fundamentally different from a green grocery, both in terms of economics and the industry workings. Yeah, also, it's really important that the produce is fresh. Still, we saw this as a challenge to take on new frontiers. And through all that hard work, our relationship grew even more.
金目鯛を美味しく食べられるレシピ教えてもらえます？
金目鯛は煮付けにするのが一般的だけど、当店のおすすめはしゃぶしゃぶです。
しゃぶしゃぶ？
金目鯛のアラから出汁を取り、そこにえのき茸や白菜も一緒に入れて煮立たせます。そこに薄切りにした金目鯛をしゃぶしゃぶにして、漬けだれは醤油とポン酢にするのが美味しいです。
ありがとうございます。早速今晩やってみますね。
Of course, our store is local, though her popularity online is still rising as the cute culinary scientist. I already grew used to dating someone famous when we were in high school, so honestly at this point it just feels blind weird if she wasn't. That's my Misaki. All the housewives in the neighborhood all the housewives in the neighborhood's go-to for cooking stuff.
そうでもない。
But that recipe book of yours is getting published soon, isn't it? Probably safe to assume you're gonna get offers from TV channels in the near future.
それは恥ずかしいから断る。
Huh? Really? Wouldn't that be like a super big opportunity to be turning down?
いいの。今はずっとこのお店のことだけ。あ
Whoops.
とは
Fuck.
あなたのことも。
Misaki!
もう本当におしどり夫婦なんだから。
We'll save that for once we actually are married.
でもそろそろしたい。
Got a neat idea of starting a business that involves directly selling fish from fishing harbors all over Japan to local customers over the internet. That should be getting off the ground here soon, so all that's left on the list is our wedding. What are we gonna do about the ceremony? We could make it totally local, just like our store, and have an open wedding reception for everyone.
結婚式、お友達いっぱい呼びたい。学校のお友達も近所の人もいっぱいいっぱい。
Don't worry, we will. But first, we gotta save up enough money to make that possible. Know that we're going to keep doing just fine as a team. We're one body, one soul, both outside of work and in. But strangely enough, we've never even once had something that could be called a fight. I think we would, being together 24/7. So now that we've opened the store, I think we should get ourselves a new goal. Do you have any ideas, Misaki?
次の野望は
A child?
お嫁さん。
Or getting married first? Don't worry, that's coming
立
soon.
派な奥さんになるの。ずっとずっとあなたから好きって言われたいから。
Misaki, you know how much I love you.
私も愛してる。ずっと愛してる。
Like this housewife is just standing there like, thanks for the meal. That was cute though. That was very cute.
フルラバ
Ranking this game is very hard because honest to God, I like everyone the same amount until now. It is very, very hard. If we're just looking at purely the routes, though, I did like the whole problem with her parents not properly paying attention to her in Rina's route. That actually was somewhat intriguing. Like, honest to God, just from substance of the story. Actually, no. It's very hard. I'm gonna just say everyone on the same fucking ladder. I don't care. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's just go into extras. So yeah, I hope you guys also change look. Still does feck all. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna be using this one as the thumbnail since it does have a nice spot to put the numbers. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this and see you next time. Bye-bye. Actually, what the fuck am I gonna call this part? Because I feel bad calling the last part of her story Titty Clock. You know what? Since this episode was so wholesome, I'm just gonna call it Wholesale. I hate myself. Like, the part this game gives me a proper title to use, it's not a title I want to use because it's the final part of the goddamn route. Why do you do this to me? Do you hate me that much, game? Like, Jesus Christ, help. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye.